Hello, I'm Indigo Warrior and this is your Cancer Leo Cusp August 2017 Angel Horoscope. Okay, now all of these cards have been pre-shuffled and then pre-shuffled again, and as they will be appearing to you, they'll be appearing to me as well. So, I get the sense, Cancer Leos, that this might be a bit of I get extreme, so extreme month. So a lot of extremes may happen. Okay, let's move. Let's start with your reading for August 2017 for Cancer Leos. Okay, 5 of Michael. The situation does not serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. So some of you guys have been in a situation for a while that has been bringing your life force down and sort of made you feel a bit rubbish and a bit sort of, I don't really know what I'm doing. What Michael's sort of bringing forth for you guys is that, the situation doesn't serve you. So, there obviously will be loads of doors opening for you everywhere. So take a door. Don't stick yourself in this situation because you've been warned it does not serve you. It may feel comfortable, but it's not right for you. Okay. Some of you as well may be feeling very, very depressed and very sort of emotionally stagnated. What I feel like Michael's sort of bringing here is, there are many positive ways of looking at certain things. And obviously, if you have depression, there are many techniques, to help you enable your process with that, So, just try and be as positive as you can. I know it's difficult, especially obviously if you have like depression and things like that. But, try and be as positive as you can because I feel like, you're putting yourself in this situation that isn't really working for you right now. But there are more positive things to come. So, okay. You already know. So, yeah, okay. I get this sense that obviously there's things normally with this card is that there's things normally that you're questioning why a lot. And I get why a lot. So some of you could be an indigo perhaps, you don't really know what you're doing and things like that. And you're getting frustrated because there's a lot of issues sort of going on. Oh, you don't have to be an indigo. It's just something I picked up. But this card normally means that you already know the answer. So the amount of whys that you're asking isn't really going to help. So I get the feeling that, maybe if you look within and you sort of talk to yourself as such and talk to your angels, maybe do some prayer or something like that. But that inner voice will definitely help you out. And I get this sense. So listen to what yourself is saying to you. Okay, we've got dandelion for fertility, empowerment, and perseverance. Now, I get a few things from this card because, this card, because obviously it's a flower, it could mean that some of you work with the fairies or you like the nature and you like Mother Earth and you like to be out in nature. So this could indicate there's opportunities out in nature for you. Obviously in fertility, empowerment, and perseverance, so, I feel like obviously you need to be positive a little bit this month. So perhaps, Cancer Leos, that, if you allow yourself to sort of be around, the more positive things. So like, for instance, take a walk if you're feeling a bit low. Sort of take a walk, go sit in a park, sort of have a cup of tea in the garden, or something like that. Because I feel like, this will definitely help you guys out a lot. And it will make you're more likely to have an epiphany this way as well, and you're more likely to be able to sort of live the life that you want to live, okay. I also get the fact of make a wish as well. Make a wish with this card. So if there's something you want, then make a wish. And obviously we did have then the manifestation power, which is obviously use your spiritual gifts and natural abilities to attract your desired outcome. So, I've had this quite a lot with various different signs this month, is that, if you want something, then think positively, because positive things are more likely to happen if you are positive. Negative, however, more likely the negative things will happen. So, What the angels sort of going is that you have the power to be able to, you know, create the life that you want, to be able to create these things that you want. So if only you believe in yourself and sort of let yourself sort of shine as such and think positively, you'd be probably very, very amazed at how much you can actually do and how much you can create. Okay. Peaceful resolution. So there might be a conflict, guys, that you may have to go through, or that's brought on from the previous month from somebody else. So there may have to be some form of compromise made, and there may have to be some form of obviously resolution. So, you know, if that means cutting them off, it means cutting them off. If it means, you know, trying to hit, because I feel like as well, is that you have to hit both sides of the argument. You know, you might be sort of thinking about what it is that you want and sort of your perspective, but I feel like what the angels sort of bring forward is, you know, listen to what they have to say. If you don't agree with it, don't agree with it, but listen to what they have to say, because you may be surprised, you know, you may be surprised, you may be able to solve this conflict that you guys are having. Okay, let's move on. For Faith, for Raziel. So, you know, what I feel like Raziel's bringing forth, some of you guys maybe not knowing what to do. You know, there might be some issues with knowing what to believe in life and sort of your belief system. There may be some issues here. So what I kind of feel like as well is that, you know, some of you could be naturally quite psychic, you know, so maybe look into different belief systems, you know, or some of you will be looking into different belief systems. So this could be the one or the two. So if you don't know what to believe, then look into what possibilities are out there. If you don't believe in any of them, then, you know, make your own one up, you know, or something like that. Merge a few, be aesthetic, you know, merge a few. Take a bit from here, take a bit from there, you know, stuff like that. Obviously, as well as I feel like, obviously, if you know what you do, if you know what you believe, then perhaps be aesthetic again, you know. For instance, there might be a bit of a confusion sort of around now, sort of going, well, I believe this, but I also believe this, but it contradicts this. So be aesthetic in your approach, because I feel like this will help you out wonders, and it will definitely be able to sort of enlighten you and sort of be able to sort of empower you and be able to sort of persevere with what you want to be able to do. Okay, let's move on. For Ariel, for when you give, you also receive. Okay, be in resistance to change, extremes in how you save or spend your money. Now, I did feel that this could be quite an extreme month. May I just add? Okay, so obviously when you give, you also receive. That's true. That's true. It's the, you know, the law of giving and receiving. You know, you give this, that, and the other to someone that will help them out, and then you will receive probably more positive things, you know, for what you're doing. But don't do it because, oh, if I do this, then I'll get good things. No, that's not what I'm saying. It's sort of like, you know, do it because you want to do it, you know, and do it because of your intentions are sort of pure, and sort of you're like, well, I really want to help this person out because this person doesn't have this, or this person wants this, and I'm in the position to give this to this person. So you know, do it because you feel like it will help them and you want to do it. Don't feel pressured that you have to do it. Okay, also being resistant to change. There could be a lot of changes in your life this month, or there has been, and you're stuck in your way. You don't want to change, and that's okay. It's just that sometimes you do need to change in life, and I know it's difficult because, you know, it's very difficult to want to sort of come out of that little bubble as such and sort of embrace the new sort of existence around you. That can be quite difficult, but, you know, what I feel like the angels sort of bringing out here is that, you know, there's a positive change happening in your life at this present moment. So come out of that shell as such and sort of, you know, step forth and be that true, you know, beautiful leader that you are, and sort of go, no, this is not as bad as I thought it was, and you probably will be very surprised. Okay, now there's a concern here as well, because obviously there's the extremes in how you save or spend money. So some of you could be sort of like hoarding money and sort of not being very penny pinching, and sort of not giving money to necessarily the right types of people. Now also this also will help with when you give, you also receive. So it's also sort of works with that as well. So what I feel like is, obviously, if you're being penny pinching, pay attention, because there could be causes there could be things that you actually probably should be spending your money on. However, you're not doing that as of present. So pay attention, because there could be some opportunities there for your karma to sort of be balanced. But obviously, if you're spending money too frivolously, that's not going to help matters either. Because obviously you're then going to be out of pocket, and you're probably going to then start having debts, and it's not going to really help. I also feel like, as well, don't put too much attention on material items or material wealth as well with this card, because there's many more positive things in life, and you shouldn't bug yourself down with material things, because the material things will then own you to a certain degree, and you want to own them. You don't want them to own you, because you don't want other people to have, or other things, or things that have power over you. You want to sort of be able to sort of go, yes, I'm in a perfectly good place right now. Get this sense. Okay, let's move on for now. For time to create. So, if you don't know what to spend your money on, then perhaps create a new hobby. There might be this new thing that you really wanted to try out. Do it. Do it. Because I feel like that will help you, be able to move on, get yourself out of this little sort of low sort of depression sort of stage that some of you guys may be in. But I also feel like, as well, it's because there's a peaceful resolution up here. Maybe be creative in your response and your approach to how you do go around this as well. Also, if you feel like, obviously, you're very powerful, some of you could be have very psychic or very spiritual abilities, so be creative in the way that you're going to get what you want. Past life. So this could also reflect from a past life issue that you've brought on into this lifetime, or it could be something that's just in the past, that is you're still carrying around with you. When I feel like this card comes up is that, the situation may have its basis in a past life issue, or any past life issue. So it could be this lifetime or a previous. But there could also be some enlightenment that comes from reviewing your past life. So if some of you want to check out your past lives, then there could be some interesting things that are waiting for you to release as such, so you can understand yourself a lot better. I also get the sense that some of you may be carrying, emotional hurt or, pain from the past with you. When this card comes out for that reason, I always go, maybe go to the angels, because Archangel Michael and Raphael will be able to help you take away fear-based energy. Raphael will be able to heal you from past wounds or healing of any description. And obviously Michael will be able to give you, ability to speak your truth and sort of courage and strength, So go to them if not. Ear chakra. So when a chakra comes up, this normally indicates that a chakra could be blocked, or there's a problem with this chakra, or you're having problems with this chakra, or you need to be aware of this chakra. Okay, well, see, ear chakra, and I always get really angry when this card comes out, because it means that you haven't been listening. Obviously, it's noticing messages that appear in sounds, music, and words from both external sources and within your own mind. These messages are real answers to your prayers. So some of you guys have not been listening to your answers, and if some of you get this card, I feel like that it means that that little, sometimes you have a song stuck in your head, or you have a quote stuck in your head, and you're like, where's that come from? That makes no sense. That could be, if you pay attention to the lyrics, if you didn't quite get it, if you know what the song is, Google it, and get the lyrics up, or listen to the song, because there'll be answers in that piece of music, in that quote, that the angels want to be able to give you. Okay, let's move on. Look for a sign. So yeah, there's signs all around you, and if you don't really know what you're doing, and you don't really get don't quite understand what's going on around you, ask the angels and look for a sign. Ask the angels for a sign, and then you look for one, because there's signs everywhere. It could be small or it could be big, and it's normally the smaller ones that you need to pay attention to more, because because they're so small, you know, it's sort of like it's proven that you're paying attention sort of thing. So, you know, look for a sign because you probably have answers this way. Okay. Sign of hope for planetary circles. So the planets this month may affect you guys an awful lot. Also, I get this card is that when you're sort of like a spiritual child as well, is that you know, or you're a light worker perhaps, that you know, you're trying to do some work for the earth, or you know, things like that, but the planets and the arrangements and things like that can really throw you off and you don't really know what you're doing. This also comes out as well if you're obviously an astrologer as well, so some of you could be an astrologer. Just pay attention to what the planets are doing this month because it could affect you guys an awful lot. And that's why there's so much sort of going on, if you know what I mean. That this could be why you're so confused, like you're quite depressed and stuff like that. So, you know, sort of pay attention to what the planets are actually doing because that could help you wonders. Okay. Next card is the Six of Raphael for embrace your inner child, new friends or rekindled relationships, children or childhood. So this could be a few things, you know, embrace your inner child, which means obviously earlier we had obviously, you know, the fact of you've been quite depressed, you don't really know what you're sort of doing with your life, you don't know why you're here or anything like that. You learn a lot from children. I will just add, you learn an awful lot from children. So obviously if you embrace that inner child within you, which everyone still has when they are an adult, no matter what age, you can be 99 years old and still have your inner child, you know, so you know, embrace that child that is still within you and sort of steer the life as still as if you were a child still. Take away all of those mundane responsibilities. Strip yourself from adult, you know, things and stuff like that and sort of just allow yourself to be a child for 15 minutes if you really are stretched from time, you know, but try and be a child again. This also could be that obviously you have new friends or rekindled relationships or people from the past that once were your friends or once was a love interest perhaps, may return back and sort of you'll be able to establish a new type of relationship with them. And that could be friendship, that could be acquaintance, or it could be romance, you know. Obviously children or childhood, so some of you could be pregnant or have children, and obviously it's at the end of this month it's a good time to be around children. So obviously if you're pregnant, you know, you might find out at the end of this month that you are actually pregnant. If this does not apply to you, then you know you already know that you are pregnant. You know, it's sort of like look into some more things to do with obviously the type of child you may be having, you know, look up their astrological sign, see when they're going to be born, you know, because it's quite easy to do that. All you need is obviously, you know, a basic one anyway, is, you know, where they'll probably be born, and the date, you know. So I know Cafe Astrology is quite good for that as well. So, you know, have a look, see if you can work that one out, because you never know, you might find some new things, you know, so some new interesting things out. But obviously it could change, you know, if they're not supposed to be born on that date or that time or whatever, then it could change because anything can happen, if you know what I mean. If they're not supposed to be born at perhaps that hospital or that home, you know, or something like that, then, you know, that could change it as well. But it's something fun to do, so have a look. Okay, self-reflection. So look within and then let go. I get that feeling. Look within and let go. So there's obviously some things, obviously, I said earlier, that you've been carrying forward from your past. So obviously past life here. So obviously you've been carrying, and obviously the depression sort of thing here. Been sort of go within, sort of go within yourself, sort of go, this is what's bothering me, and then respect it, and then just let it go. Just acknowledge it and then let it go, because you'll probably feel a whole lot lighter and a whole lot better and a whole lot more centered if you do this. Okay. Fire. So this could be indicating a fire energy. Obviously you're half fire because Cancer Leo, you know, you're half fire. But obviously this could indicate that there's another person in your life that is also a fire sign. This could be the person that comes back, could be your child, you know, or person that's caused you some conflict that you need to have this peaceful resolution with. Okay, obviously because this is on the line with the child and children, this could be relating to, you know, fathers and stuff like that, because I get the sense that some people might not be able to get money for their child support or things like that from the father. And I kind of get that sense, but I feel like, you know, just to go within and then let go, because you know, that don't let waste all your energy on this if this is the case, because I know it can be really annoying, but you just have to sort of go within, then let go. But this also could mean that obviously that you're going to go through like this transmutation, transformation and purification sort of thing, so spiritual awakening, sort of that sort of thing again. Could also indicate a desire or a lustful sort of encounter, or, you know, sort of an attraction in a sexual way towards somebody at the end of this month as well. Okay. Heal away addiction. So yeah. Okay, so there's a lot of things, guys, that you've been sort of not wanting to do. You've sort of been wanting to sort of just run away from it, but the angels sort of bring it forward, go, no, hang on a second, it's still here. You know, you can't run away from it forever, it's still here. Okay, with the heal away addictions, that could be, you know, substances, people as well, or situations that no longer serve you. So, you know, it's time to let go of behaviours that are blocking you from your heart's desire. Ask Angel Raphael to help you with this healing. So, you know, you know, there's going to be a lot of things, obviously. There seems to be an awful lot of things, guys, that you have not been doing. And the angels are sort of going, hang on a second, wake up. You know, wake up. There's this, there's this, there's this, you know. So, you know, sort of just go to the angels, because you'll be able to work through everything that needs to sort of be resolved as such. And you'll probably look back at this sort of period in your life a few months later, or a few years later perhaps, and sort of go, why was that so bothering me so much? You know, I don't get it. I was using so much of this energy. People were taking this from me. I was creating self-fulfilling prophecies, you know, and stuff like that. But why did it bother me so much? Things like that, because it won't last forever. You know what I mean? So if you just heal it, and sort of, I say just heal it. I know that healing can take, you know, anything from a day to years, you know. Have help with healing. If you don't feel like you want to go to the angels, then go to a healer on the earth plane as well. So, you know, and recovery, yes, the same thing. You know, there's definitely an option here for you guys. You know, if you've been going through a healing sort of process, there's a recovery period at the end of the month for you guys, so you'll be feeling fresh as rain and ready for you next month. If not, then they're saying that there is a recovery in the future, so, you know, you'll be able to recover from this and be able to move on, no problem. Okay, next card is trust. So yeah, just trust, because, you know, it's hard, obviously, if you have addictions, and obviously there's like some things that maybe you're carrying on from your past, whether this lifetime or the last one, or many more before that. You're in a situation that does not serve you at the beginning of the month. You know, this depression sort of energy that I got, you know, just have faith and trust, you know, because things will get better. Just try and remain as positive as you can, because, you know, you'll get the desired outcome that you want if you can do this. Okay. I'm really sorry, Cancer Leos. I feel like this is a really negative, sort of, like, really sort of depressing reading. But some readings are like that, unfortunately. And I'm not victimising you, don't worry. It's just some readings are like that. Okay, see if there's any more. Just pay attention, because when the ear chakra comes out, I always get annoyed when this card comes out, because it's like, really, you know, you haven't been listening, or, you know, you haven't been paying attention to the things that have been going on in your inner mind, or, you know, and stuff like that. So sort of just allow yourself to live. You know, take away all those stresses and just embrace yourself. Perhaps go on holiday this month, because this might be helpful with you to be able to work out a few sort of inner sort of things that have been going on. And turn your phone off, or turn the internet off. Just take yourself away from technology perhaps as well, because, you know, there's opportunities for you guys to be able to, you know, sort of be able to release the past and be able to move on to a brighter future. It's just whether or not you'll want to do this or you'll have the time to do this. But this is what the messages are this month. Okay, I think that's it. I think, anyway. Yeah, that's it. Okay, well, see, I'm Indigo Warrior, and obviously I'm new to YouTube and giving readings on here. But obviously, if you did like my reading, as I know it was quite a sad sort of reading, but there was possibilities for a brighter future, you know. If you did like your reading, then please like the video, subscribe to my channel, so hopefully next month you'll get a bit more positive reading. You know, but obviously, if this didn't resonate with you in any way, then please, please, please don't make it fit, because I just get the messages that come through. You know, it won't be for everybody, so please don't make it fit you if it didn't make sense to you. If you feel like this type of reading could help somebody else, then you know, they don't have to be the same star sign as you guys. Obviously I'm doing cusps like you, and I'm doing the traditional horoscopes as well. You know, they'll also be a month early, so you know, so pay attention to obviously when the signs do come out, because I won't be doing them in any particular order either. It will just be whichever way I'm drawn to do it. But yeah, if you like it, subscribe to my channel so you can get your horoscope when it comes out. I also want to say thank you to the people that have actually subscribed already, because it makes me feel like I'm delivering the correct messages to the correct people. And you know, people who have liked as well, same principle, so thank you very much, thank you. But yeah, no, thank you very much. Okay, so that is your reading for Cancer Leo Cusps, August 2017, Angel Horoscope. Now obviously I'm Indigo Warrior, and I hope to see you guys next month. Bye bye for now. Bye bye.